hey. And usually I say, hey, Facebook, but this time it's just the YouTube channel. Um, because I am continuing to test out StreamYard. So, Path Life TV, hello, how y'all doing? I know it's been a while since I've been posting on a regular on Path Life TV. I did have somebody and y'all left already. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I make you bounce within a few minutes, few seconds actually. Um, anyway, that's another reason why I was, tuning Facebook in because at least the people on Facebook talk to me. Back to Life TV, I don't know. It's like pulling teeth to get a conversation out my followers. Um, I don't, not sure. The other thing I'm testing is StreamYard on the mobile device. Um, for some reason, I'm not able to go into full screen with the StreamYard, but I do like it. I can see it. If anybody in the chat, say hello. Say hello to your girl in the chat. I'm just checking in. Um, I'm sitting up here having some more Chester chicken. They have it 5 for 5 today. And I love their chicken strips. Um, it's fine. Hey, Darius, how you doing? Um, I'm just running a test uh, because I want to get the work out the bugs and be able to work more smoothly with this StreamYard. Since it's gonna take me forever to get to the 4,000 watch hours on YouTube. I can't complain, Darius. I'm glad you joined me. I'm not really, um, as you can see, I'm in a public place. Um, ain't gonna be no twerking in this one. I just got back from my Walmart, local Walmart, which one of the things I bought was some more mints. Oh, some of the leaves are already broke off accidentally. I want to get this, hurry up and get this home and replant it and put some of the leaves in my mango salsa when I get to the crib. Because mango salsa is my favorite snack right now. And I make it quite a bit and I like using fresh, fresh mint, fresh oregano, fresh everything. Because I'm growing it. I should have turned the notifications off. So how you doing, Darius? I'm glad you joined me in this chat. Um, y'all know Nayla is where I'm doing my journey for tiny living. I want to build a house inside of a bus. And then I want to travel across the United States to meet some of my online friends. Where do you stay, Darius? Chicken strips are good. You want some? Nobody coming in on they love. And I really don't have nothing to say on this one. I was just going to test it out while I have Wi-Fi. I have Wi-Fi here at my local grocery store. So I'm taking advantage of that. Actually, I want to get on back home. Before my grandbaby get home, I just stopped in here because I had to use the bathroom and also wanted to pick up an item that's here that I couldn't get at Walmart. But I'm gonna end up going back to the house and I'm gonna try. I see somebody in the bushes on Nay Love. Hey, how you doing? Could say hi even if you don't give me a like, because comments is way more important. In fact, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a video and explain to y'all why comments is more important than likes. And y'all gonna understand. And then I hope after y'all understand, y'all leave me a comment. Just say hi. You ain't got nothing else to say. Say hi, will help. So I don't know who that is who came in on they love, but whoever it is, you left, you came and left. What can I say? People bounce out of my video quickly. And I've seen way worse people on YouTube that get people to watch them that ain't, I mean, they're not super exciting and all animated and got the best editing or none of those things. Many people on here is just doing themselves and being themselves and got an audience that appreciate them for being them. I don't. I got to start all over again because I got a huge audience that only want to see me one way. And I guess Lizzo, we going through that. I'm going through the Lizzo thing. Everybody telling her to sit down and no, they don't want to see her naked. Um, but Lizzo should be able to do what she want to do. However, I do understand why people would advise her not to keep doing what she do, because people would box you in, and it's bad to be boxed in. The guy who played Batman, he found out the hard way. Batman, people just had them locked into those characters that they, as an actor, they couldn't be anything else. So me, I got a bunch of followers that got me locked into one thing and don't appreciate or see me any other way. And I get tired of it. That's, I'm not a robot. I'm not a robot. So therefore, I cannot compute. I'm human. I got other interests. I can't come on here year after year after year, just present the same content just for the sake of entertainment. Um, Not only is that stressful, it's highly burnout. So As I said, I was just checking in. I'm over here charging up my gadgets. And you can see it on both channels here. See, we're always looking for outlets. It's my local grocery store. So I can see. I'm up on the balcony in a little lounge area to eat. So this is where I make my pit stop before I take the last leg of going to my house. And today's trip, y'all saw my video earlier. Today's trip was on um, the paratransit, the handicap bus. And the purpose of that was to get me some more measurements. So I got the window measurements. I got more pictures of the bus itself. And I finally got to the person within my local company who said that they could possibly help me because I want to know the specific name, the make and model of the buses that they are using because that's the type of bus that I want to purchase for my own personal use and to create uh, a bus on wheels. So I just had three, and they love. Are y'all bouncing from they love to Pepper TV, or y'all just bouncing? Anyway, I ain't gonna hold y'all up too much longer at this point. I ran out of things to tell, and really what I want to say. Hey, Nurse Vaughn, how you doing? You bouncing too? um, I'm getting ready to bounce up out this grocery store because my grandbaby will be home in a few more minutes, and I'm just trying to squeeze in some me time before I do grandma time. Um, oh, you was at Lady Love too? Okay. Oh, I see you bouncing back and forth. I see your Day Love too. Yeah, you see how delayed it is. I'm just now seeing Day Love on there, seeing you in your comment. But I want to come back later and I want to talk about the YouTube streets. Um, I don't want to talk about it here because some stuff is sensitive. And where we at, you know, we can't get too specific because it's some of that conversation might be offensive to some folks. So I'm a I'm gonna come back on here and I want to talk about the YouTube streets when I get home. When I get home, that it'll be better because I have my own Wi-Fi and I'm still experimenting with this StreamYard on the mobile. But it looked good. It's just small. That's the only thing I don't like. It's small, it's little for these over 40 eyes. Um, oh man, now disconnected from Fat for Life TV. I shouldn't have touched nothing. Anyway, I do want to talk about these YouTube streets. It's something specifically that I want to talk about. And only the people that's on YouTube gonna understand what I'm talking about and why. So when I get home, I get ready to clear out of here and go on and get myself home. Get there before my grandbaby get there. Hopefully, if not, I'll still come on, but I'll come on after he goes home. But this was just a check-in. I'm just having lunch. I'm just taking in um, these chicken strips is the bomb, baby. And I just wanted to eat. I was hungry, like Hungry Jack. You know, I had made some zucchini bread, and plus I got some. Yeah, miss, no meat, no meat until I get in the streets. Yep, that's my problem. Till I get in the streets, then I fall for that meat child. But you know, part of it is that I don't know what is a good veggie dish without me trying it. I ain't got time for spending money, and I don't know what it's like, what it tastes like. Like I know my cooking, I know what it tastes like. But if I'm be out in the streets, if I have not tried it already, it ain't gonna happen. So I know these chicken strips is the bomb, but that's it though. It ain't like I buy chicken and cook chicken at home. It's only when I'm out in the streets I fall for that yard bird or other meat, depending on the situation. So that's why I don't say vegan no more, but primarily plant based. So I'm not lying about that. I'm gonna go right on home and make my mango salsa today with my mint. So I ain't lying about that. And I got some new mangoes, fresh mangoes, because the other ones I bought they done went bad already. Didn't get a chance to use them. And then I screwed up my zucchini bread so bad. I dumped a cup of salt, thinking it was sugar, and I should have known better. You don't never dump nothing in your recipe unless you know what exactly what it is. I just saw the white crystals and thought that was sugar. I didn't pay attention. I don't even know why it was in a container at all. Uh, guess somebody gave it to me or something. But yeah, I put salt, a whole cup of salt in my zucchini bread. So that's why I was stopping at Walmart to get me some more zucchinis, some more mint. When I get home, I will show you what. I will go ahead and make the whole mango salsa recipe from scratch because I had more than one person say, "We ain't gonna do that again," even though I did it before a couple of times. People ain't gonna dig through my videos trying to find it. I really got to get my whole little channel organized a little bit better because the playlists is just not, they just not happening. So I just got to sit down. I probably had to take a whole month and just spend it tweaking my channel, creating new playlists because ain't nobody gonna look through 300 videos for one video about mango salsa, especially if mango salsa ain't in the title. So I got to get that together. Anyway, like I said, I was just checking in. I'm gonna come back on here when I get home. So I was just in here charging up. Hey, silly mommy for life. Hey, Blue Lotus. Oh, I hang out and chat with y'all some more. I guess I gotta, you know what? I gotta have something I'm doing until people show up, or I gotta start doing a premiere video so that I give myself time and people heads up and they get time to join me. But yeah, Blue Lotus. I'm in here getting some more mint. I done bought some more mint, and I'm mad at myself because I had plenty of mint in the yard, but neglected my mint plants indoors. Neglected them, poor things, dried up and shriveled away, hunty. So I got to get my lights put up, and that's what I'm gonna do a separate video for that and show y'all where I'm gonna put the new plants at, how I'm gonna set the light up, and the light has a timer on it, so I'm gonna show you all that in my greenhouse because both both my greenhouse shelves need light. You said where I get this at? from online. Online. Um, what was the company? I can't remember. But I'll put a link and give it to you. Hey, Miss Bernadette Blas, thanks for coming through, saying hi. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I want to talk about the YouTube streams, but this ain't the right place. This ain't the right place. You see Lincoln, Lincoln looking over my shoulder over there. You see Lincoln, this Lincoln land. So y'all get what I'm saying? It's Lincoln land. So I can't totally get into it like I want to. So I'm gonna hurry up and scooch myself back to the crib so I can really have that conversation I want to have about these YouTube squeaks. Hey, Justin Green. Well, I'm glad y'all coming on. I hope y'all come back when I get to the house. Come back and talk to me. Holla at your girl. Because you know what? And I'm going to title it The Difference Between Likes and Comments. You know why? Because all of y'all need that education. You say you coming in to visit just to raise your earnings and other accessories. Okay. All right. You can raise me. You have permission. All right, Bernadette Blas. You could try to catch me later. Hey, Donna. At work, you just have to listen, no chat. Oh, well, I'm going to go back to the crib so I can really chat how I want to because I can't really chat how I want to here. And plus, I want to show you visually the difference between likes and comments. So when I come back, you're going to know that's the video. And I'm going to talk about the YouTube streets, the difference between likes and comments. Because, see, this don't apply. Well, it applies to Facebook too. But in terms of the hot messiness that we've been seeing on these YouTube streets, it kind of applies a little bit more on YouTube. Hey, Justin Green. Hey, Tyron. I wasn't expecting to get nobody from Fifth Life, but I'm glad y'all here. Um, although now I'm gonna come to end this video and I'm going right to the crib, straight there, and come back on. Please, please join me. But you know what? I really don't care. What I do want to talk about is important enough that y'all could catch the replay later on your own time, and I'll understand. I won't feel away. I won't take it personally. Um, but I do want to talk about these YouTube streets. So I'm gonna name it these YouTube streets, comments and likes. The difference. Comments versus likes. Likes versus comments. That's gonna be the title. And that's what I want to talk about. I really just came in here to get everything charged back up because my real phone um, was down to damn near nothing, and don't need to be traveling around like that. So I got charged up, and I'm gonna head back to the crib with my goods. And you bouncing between both channels. Well, this next video, the next video when I get home, it's gonna be on both channels because it applies to both channels. It applies more to YouTube. It applies more to YouTube than Facebook. I usually go on with Facebook. Oh, I thought you was asking me how my day is going. Um, my day going pretty good. I got lots of footage of the bus. Yeah, I really want that in my life, and I hope and pray that the guy that they directed me to today will will help me with the more specifics of the bus because the more details you get about the bus, the easier it is to design for it. It's kind of hard to design when I don't have the other measurements. So they gave me the business number of the guy who would have the information I need to know. because it was a bus person on YouTube. Now he was very helpful, so I'm not gonna knock him. But he also a businessman. He was trying to sell the bus. He was trying to discourage me. Well, I ain't gonna say he was trying to discourage me. He was trying to be realistic because I gave him a quote of how much the top amount I wanted to spend on the bus. And when I said 5,000, he probably almost fell out the chair. But I said that on purpose because I've seen multiple buses that I like that was for sale and, in decent condition, what I could see from the photographs. Um, I've seen them for under five often, not just every now and then, but often. And I know some of them, when you get a price that low, $4,000 or $5,000, it means it's a lot of miles, but that don't intimidate me either because you can always drop a new engine into a car, and that's like a new car if you put a new engine in there. So having a lot of miles don't bother me either. I just want to make sure I have a good body, it's not rusted out. I can always paint over whatever paint is there. And I'm just really totally convinced that that bus is the way to go because it's small enough where I could park. Um, and like today, I got a lot of good footage. Today's whole trip was just so I could get on that bus and get some more measurements because I don't want them looking at me like I'm crazy. And they ain't gonna let me take the measurements while I'm standing up. I gotta be in a seatbelt as a passenger. So I really would like a chance to see that bus up close and personal. And so the bus driver who was trying to sell me a bus and trying to tell me the kind of bus that I'm looking for, that I'm seeking, is 60,000. 60,000, yeah, $60,000. Um, he's the one that told me where I need to look for what I'm looking for. So I'm gonna start looking at auctions, because he was saying, well, when I see a bus that got so many thousand miles on it, I just turn it over to the auction. I said, okay, well, you talking my language, I'll take it. I'll go to the auction and get it, because I think it's safe to buy something from the auction as long as you like take a mechanic with you to check the main things, see that it start up. You know, if you take a professional mechanic, you spend a couple of dollars for his time to go down there and check it out with you. I think you'll be fine. I don't think you have to have a brand new bus, especially if you know you're gonna tear it up and take the chairs out and completely remodel the inside. It don't make no sense to get a brand new bus unless you got it like that. And I know I ain't got it like that. $60,000, I ain't got it like that. But I have seen that bus. I've seen it multiple times. Listed going for sale. Now I will say it was older, and to me, I don't care if it's older. An older model bus doesn't bother me because it's some features that come with the older models that they have since dropped in the newer models. I'll give you, for example, that emergency back door. Hey, Miss Pumpkin W. Yeah, I'm gonna mess around, talk my way until I'm back on grandma duty, and then I can't do a little self-medicate. I'll be my grandma time will be on duty. Hey, Miss Pumpkin W, I'm glad you joined the chat. Um, I was just checking in basically and just got sidetracked with my own thoughts about why I'm out in the streets today. I'm out in the streets today because I'm trying to get a handicap bus for personal use. As soon as I say that, I'm telling y'all, people minds, they just think inside the box so much that when somebody come along and ask a question that's different or unusual, they don't know how to handle it. So when I first called my bus company and asked them, I want to know what the make and model of this bus, because I want to get one for personal use. First thing came out, this bus is $60,000. I was like, that's not what I asked. Just give me the make and model, because you don't know what I got. Maybe I got $60,000. I ain't asked you what the bus costs. I asked you what the make and model, because I just wanted to look it up and research it. But the guy who called me back that actually owns a bus company and he sells used buses, he was telling me the same thing. Those buses You buy them brand new, they like $80,000. $80,000. That's more than a house. Some people's house. I don't want to spend that much on just the bus part. And I want to make it a recreational bus. Even if I live in it permanently, it still wouldn't be like used to travel back to back to back to back because I know I couldn't handle that physically. But I do want a recreational bus I could live in comfortably, easily, and I don't mind designing it. And that's my dream, my vision, my goal. And I don't want nobody telling me I can't have that vision or dream or goal. So today's trip, it really wasn't for Walmart, but my little mishap with the zucchini bread gave me an excuse to go to Walmart because that's where only place I could get my little natural sugar. Um, Sometimes they have it at our dollar store, but they didn't have it today. So I went to Walmart, got my little natural sugar. You better believe it now. You know your girl gonna have solar. That goes without question. And I done looked at enough of the bills. I know the maximum amount of solar panels I need on the top, the maximum amount of an inverter that I need, and the maximum amount of batteries. And I also listened to enough that only comes from experience. Some knowledge only comes from experience. And so one thing that I heard from multiple van builds is that to make sure you get the hookup, even if you have solar, get that hookup that where the battery can be charged from the engine. Because that only makes sense to me too. Because I mean, y'all know from your own personal experience when you're driving in the car, that's how y'all charging up your little devices and stuff from the alternator in the generator of the car. Um, so I'm gonna have that hook up too. So it's gonna be able to be charged from the car while I'm driving, and also from the solar panels, because it might be a time like here locally, the sun ain't been out in 3 days. It came out a little bit yesterday, and I slept through most of it. I was so mad. When I woke up, it was beautiful, brightly sunny, but it didn't stay long because it was afternoon, 2:30. It was now. But just like the fourth day of cloudiness this week. So you might not always get fully charged from your solar panels, but you better believe your girl gonna have solar panels on her build. You better believe that. Probably that would probably be what I put in my bus first is the solar. Well, second to the bed and the solar. I know I could wait on the toilet and the shower, all that stuff, but the bed and the solar, that's first. That's gonna be first. I promise you. And I'm not afraid of it. I understand when they talking about the different components of the solar setup. It's not confusing. It's not over my head at all. So definitely your girl gonna be installing solar panels on top of her bus bill. I just want the freedom. I want to break free. I don't want to have a monthly responsibility, um, financial responsibility. I just don't want that. I want to be able to go off grid if I want to. I think it's another form of slavery when we gotta be on grid. It's another form of slavery. I personally really think that's what it is. It's another form of slavery where you gotta worry about paying a monthly a monthly debt for utilities. I mean, thank God they haven't figured out how to charge us for air, because you better believe a whole bunch of you Negroes will be, oh, whoop. And I ain't even gonna say Negroes because this society don't care. They they dismiss their own. It's their own people that's walking around here with the opioid crisis, meth head situations. So if you do that to your own people, you know what? Then you know what they think about us. So I'm trying to be cool with that rhetoric because I know where I am at. So yeah, your girl definitely gonna have a solar installation. I got another program, a second program called Van Space, and I'm gonna try to work with that and see how that go. Cause they have the Van Space one that I found has a lot more ready-made components for a van build, and I like that. Um, it's just it's a little bit different than the SketchUp that I was using. Uh, I'm gonna see which one worked the best, but I got new measurements. That was the purpose of today. So I served my purpose today. I did do what I set out to do. And that was to get some more measurements. So I now know how big the windows are. I know how far from the floor the windows are, how far down from the ceiling the windows are. Now, and so now I'm gonna work on putting the windows in my little build and hopefully learn some new tricks with my program, SketchUp. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I'm glad y'all showed up. Like I said, I'm trying to get back to the crib before my grandma duty start. So peace and love. Till I see you again in the next video. And I hopefully the next video will be as soon as I get to the house. Bye, y'all. Yeah, one step at a time, Justin. One step at a time. But I'm glad that I'm taking a step at all instead of just dreaming about it. At least actively doing things, working towards that goal is helping you make that achieve that goal and make that goal come true. And I enjoy that. So yes, your girl wants to live in a bus. She believes she could do that. Like, hey Donna, I agree. I would love to go off grid. My plan is to get a small class B plus camper with solar and live in that someday. And I know that's right, Donna. That's right, Donna. I'm so ready to get off the grid. I don't know what to do, honey. I don't know what to do. My my utility company make me hate utility companies. So that's the reason why your girl even been looking at living off the grid, living in a tiny house or a bus. Um, and then just my personal life. I feel like a stranger to my other grandbabies. They don't even know who I am because we live so far apart. I don't want that no more for my life. I don't have a strange relationship with my kids. We love each other and I miss them. And I miss seeing my posterity growing up. I don't like that. So I want to be able to come spend a couple of weeks, a month, whatever. Don't have to worry about, you know, hotel fare or who we gonna stay with because all my peoples is dead. That's older than me, well, who I used to come to Chicago and visit, they gone. And it's weird. It's strange to go back to Chicago because my grandmother has five, my mother had seven, my great grandmother had 10. It is weird to see to be alive and that many people is gone. They gone. They all gone. Everyone. So um, I just want to be able to be free to go. Freedom. I want the freedom. I don't want to be attached to no house. Land, I'll be attached to land, but house, no. I want the freedom to go. Anyway, I'm gonna go and I hope y'all check back in with me. We can continue this conversation, but I do want to talk about them likes and comments so y'all can understand what it really is about that because ain't nobody telling me you that secret too. Too many of y'all was begging for the likes and it really ain't gonna impact your channel that much. All right, come back when I get to the crib, okay? I appreciate y'all showing up now. Trust me, even if one person came, I'll be happy because I'm a lonely old bag living in a town where I'm kind of a recluse. So I just, I come and check y'all out. I come and talk to y'all. So I won't feel so lonely. All right, peace and love. Peace and love. Just see y'all again in the next video.